And then we'll, cool. So as I said, welcome. Today we're going to do two things. We're going to do a little bit of a breathing exercise, and then I'm going to talk to you about some ideas that I have about how to remain calm with an E at the end during this time. So I just want you, we're going to kick off straight away with the breathing. So I mentioned it yesterday, but today we're going to actually do this particular breathing in detail. So I want you to get comfortable and relax, and then just close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you have a balloon in your tummy, and at the moment it's deflated. And I want you to take a nice deep breath. Try not to move anything other than your tummy. So take a nice deep breath so that your balloon can inflate. And we're going to do that for the count of 3. And I want you to exhale. And as you exhale, notice that your balloon is deflating. I'm going to do that to the count of 5. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Beautiful. So now you can very gently open your eyes. And you should be feeling a little bit calmer, a little bit more relaxed. This is also something that's great to do with kids. They usually get it. You can ask them what color their balloon is in their tummy and how big it grew. So you can really play with them. It isn't something that's very overwhelming with them, and this works across ages, all ages. So the reason that we breathe in or we breathe out for longer than we breathe in, that's because it works with our autonomic nervous system and it gets the right system kicking in place when you're feeling anxious. So we basically are breathing in for the count of 3 and inflating our balloon, breathing out for the count of 5 and deflating our balloon. And we do that 5 times. And we can do this anytime that we need to. You can be in a meeting, you can be talking to someone over technology, and we can easily just do that. You don't have to do it with your eyes closed. You can do it with your eyes open. So the next thing that I want to share with you is how can we keep calm with an E at the end during this time? So some of the ideas that I have, and you're welcome to chat to me on the chat box, or you're welcome to, and that's either directly to me or with other people. Some of the things that I have is C, right? When we spell calm, it's C-A-L-M-E, just because I needed an extra one. So C, we need to control our environment. So whatever is within our control, we need to control it. So make sure you're making your beds, make sure that everything is neat and tidy, so that in the morning you get up, you're waking up to a nice clean home. Get the kids involved, really control your environment. If you're working from home while you're at this, make sure that you have a space that becomes your workspace so that you're not feeling a little bit frazzled. The other part of C is create new routines. So some of you might have kids at home, life is a little bit different. So you need to create very consciously new routines. Otherwise, everyone in the house might feel lost, they might feel a little bit confused. So creating new routines, create times for connection. So maybe every morning at a certain time, let's say 10 o'clock in the morning, everyone meets in the kitchen, has tea or coffee together, have a moment of connecting, asking people how they are, sharing how you're doing, sharing what you're focusing on for the day, what you're wanting to achieve, so that everyone needs some kind of purpose in their life. So even in this time, you need to create some purpose. So if you've got little kids, what they might want to achieve for the day is they might want to do a puzzle. So whatever creates a sense of purpose. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of really idle people who are going to get really bored, including ourselves. Then communicate. Communicate your needs. Communicate what's going on in your world. Communicate if you have deadlines. You need to communicate. And when you communicate from the place of I. I'm going to come back to that just now. And connect. Connect to people at home if there are people at home. And if you are living on your own, because there's lots of people who live on their own, connect to someone in the course of the day. Be it a friend, a family member, someone that you're concerned about, whether they're living where you are or whether they're living far away. People are feeling more and more disconnected, especially from loved ones that are far away. So make sure that you connect and try and use video, because that immediately changes the atmosphere as well. So, A, allow flexibility. We're in a time where there's some routines, but you need to allow flexibility. So if kids normally get an hour of screen time a day, give them a little bit more. They need to have that freedom. At the same time, you need that space. You might need that space to connect with yourself. You might need that space to connect with your partner. You might need that space to actually just do some work. So just checking that everyone's here. I kind of just lost me. So I'm just checking that all of you can still hear me. Just checking that you all can still hear me. Okay, cool. So it's all back now. So we're talking about flexibility. Understand that we're in a new normal. So everyone needs time to adjust, and we need to give the space and the freedom for that to happen. L, laugh. This is a time where we have to create laughter. We have to create enjoyment. Just laugh. Find something funny. Watch something funny on YouTube. Watch something funny on the internet. Watch something funny on Netflix. Play games. If you've got a garden, run around the garden, because you're still outside. So make sure that you laugh. Great big belly laughs. Listen to each other. Listen to yourselves. Listen to what your body is needing. Listen. Leisure. Make sure that there's leisure time. You might want to get really stuck in work, but make sure that you create some leisure time in the day. Don't just leave it in the evening. Be a little flexible. Going back to flexible, be a little flexible about when you work, how you work, and just make sure that there's lots of time for connection as a family and there's time for leisure in this whole long 24 hours that you have to operate in. And love. So love is about giving space, distance between each other. We all need our emotional space. Love is about connecting, sharing moments. Love is using I statements. So you might want or need something. You might be feeling a little bit ratty. You might be getting annoyed with your partner or your kids. Use it as I statements. I am feeling this and I'm requiring this. Don't blame, just use the I statements. Take hold of yourself. I. Make sure you still have time for connection as part of love, connection with your friends, connection with your family. This is over, obviously, video call. And in your relationship, if you are in a relationship, make sure that you are connecting to your partner and still have dates, right? Whether that's putting the kids up to sleep and then you've kind of got half an hour but you plan your date. And you go and often do your date. Maybe it's a little picnic, maybe it's watching something together, but you still create these moments of connection. M, remember you're part of a team. So the other day I was doing a little bit of a meditation thing, and for some really strange reason, which I understood later, the animal that I was connecting to, I'm not sure it's an animal, maybe it's an insect. The insect, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what an ant is. But I started connecting to ants, which is a very strange thing to be connecting to. And what I got out of it is this absolute sense of purpose. If you watch an ant, they're working in a team, they're all doing what they need to do. So they're like these individual things that are working together to form something. So remember that you're part of a team. And that's especially if you are at home with family, but it's also at this moment, we're all really working consciously as part of a team. We need to do this, we need to combat this virus together. It's a really interesting thing because it's the entire world, the entire globe are actually acting with one singular purpose. So we're all a bunch of ants. So remember, you're a member of a group, act accordingly. You're not just an individual off doing your own thing. Remember to be mindful. Notice what you're noticing. Notice what you're noticing in yourself. Notice what you're noticing in your partner. Notice what you're noticing with kids. Notice what you're noticing. Don't judge it. Don't react to it. Just notice it. And really important under M is move. It's important that we keep active at this time. So whether there's a whole bunch of people that I recognize and realize are offering free sessions online. So whether it's connecting to a dance session or a yoga session or trying something brand new, but move. And with that, you can bring it into leisure, you can bring it into laughter, try something new in your movement. And then my little E at the end is to remember to exhale. So every day, at any time, just remember to exhale. And remember to do that at night as well. So before you're going to sleep, if you're alone, take a moment and just exhale. If you're with a partner, take a moment together to just exhale. Maybe laugh about the day, maybe think about how to do a little bit things differently. And then just exhale. So that's what I have for today. And on Monday is the next time that we're meeting at 8:30 South African time. And so that's it.